So, are you ready to talk about it, or?
I am.
Take a listen. Need to say what we so different. In your ear or on your screen. The only place you need to be. It's the Reese and Monty. Guaranteed to give you everything you need. You're about to get a little You're about to get a little
That was rude. Good morning.
It's your boy Ramont.
And I am Reese. Welcome back to another episode of A Little R&R Podcast. We're coming to you live and direct. I was just not ready, y'all. Sorry. Excuse me. We're coming live and direct from, this is actually good. Live and direct from an undisclosed location in the DMV area. Mm-hmm. We're not sponsored by Celsius, but that's what I'm drinking tonight. It's a sparkling strawberry and watermelon edition, and I actually really like it. You want to try it? It's a little swig in there.
Oh, no, I had that before.
Oh, you've had that? This is the first time I saw it.
I'm just allowing you to enjoy your Celsius in this moment.
I just want to get rid of the can. Oh. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. It's a little chilly. I found this jacket. So let me tell you about this jacket.
It's giving Commanders.
Is it? Oh, this color?
Both. Yeah, the first. I didn't see. I thought the blue was your jeans, but
oh no.
But it's still giving Commanders with those two colors right there.
I don't know nothing about all that. I saw this at Urban Outfitters.
You might find you a good old football watching man.
I need him to be a football player. Can I get one of those?
He might be an ex-football player.
I can work with that. Do you know any?
No.
Oh. Because you know, what do they call that? The referrals work.
They do?
Referral services. Yes. You're like, if you know somebody to know somebody. But anyways, I found this in Urban Outfitters like years ago, and I was always like, oh, I have to find the right thing to wear it with. So for years and years and years, because it looks a little matted because it sat in the closet for a very long time. But it's super, super warm, and I'm just very disappointed in myself for not.
So you had a winter coat for years, and you just never used it.
It's not even winter. Yeah, it's like fall, winter. But it's so warm. Like every time I lift it, it lets a little air in, and my leg gets a little chilly. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm amazing. I have no complaints. Life is good.
That's what's up.
I celebrated my birthday since we were here last.
You have. Let's talk about it.
It was great. I didn't want to do a lot. Anything. I didn't want to do anything this year. For real. Mm-hmm. But
so you enjoyed your brunch?
I did. So I was made to have a brunch, which is fine though. I love it because it shows that people do care and know that I am a birthday person. So my friend took me to brunch. I do not remember the name of the restaurant.
I'll have to find the text message.
It was a Mexican restaurant.
Tapas.
It was really good. The only thing before
it was salty.
The food.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The restaurant was not full. Like, there wasn't a lot of people there.
We very busy.
Right. It wasn't a lot of people there. So I ordered, tapas, you order like 2 or 3 things at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So my 2 or 3 things that I ordered the first time, everybody was getting their stuff. And I was just like, why am I waiting so long? And then I will be honest with y'all. And this is, I'm gonna be very honest and just telling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of a diva on my birthday. I kind of want shit to be like, I want it to be what I want.
I am.
So I was just kind of like, why is it taking so long for my stuff to come out? Like, not fuck y'all, but why is it taking so long? So Keenan finally said, it's his birthday, and he's still waiting on this, and this. And then they started. So shout out to Keenan. Thank you so much. So they started bringing my stuff.
Keenan is your wingman. Did we have that discussion about somebody's birthday and like saying something? What? I think you had played like a story or something like that we listened to. You remember you had played like the audio of, or it was like a video?
It was a girl's, wait.
It was like her, was it like a wedding or birthday or something like that?
I want to say it was a birthday.
and someone had to tell somebody something or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I vaguely remember what you're talking about. Yeah, but Keenan is good hype man. Not a hype man because he's like you said, wingman. Mm-hmm. That's a better word. Because so that was good. And then I went to, I believe the hotel's called the Eaton in DC. Mm-hmm. I went to the Eaton. I wanted to do that. That was my whole goal, was to do a staycation. I just wanted to just chill out. And I literally got to the hotel because I drank enough. I got there and I just kind of chilled out. They had a record player. I was so mad because part of my plan was...
They had a record player in the room?
Yes. Oh, and I just thought it was so cute. Yeah. So they had a bunch of records in the thing. And so I was like, ooh. When I checked in, I was like, I love some R&B. And they was like, okay. And so they got me some, but it was like old school, like before I was born type shit. And so it wasn't anything new. So my plan was to go find me a record or two just so I could chill out. But I just listened to what they had. And I said if I was ever to stay there again, because it was cute, I would.
I could have dropped off some of mine.
I was not calling nobody to bring me no damn records.
Friend, bring me a record or two. I was like, what? Right. I would have took the picture like, which ones you want?
Okay. So, but I did that and that was cool. And then the next day I went to a day party and continued the drinking.
Did I go with you to that day party? No. Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was fun. I don't remember a lot of that night. I will tell you that it was, I feel like a lot of people knew it was my birthday, which I appreciated. But, and the reason that, so there were people that were like, I guess, I know that I know some of them from Instagram. Some of them, I did not know that we were following each other. But one guy was like, hey, he was like, happy birthday. And I was like, thanks. Bought me a shot and everything. He was like, so what's up with the pictures this year? And I said,
ooh. You took pictures this year? Mm-hmm. I don't think I saw them.
Yeah, I said, he's like, what's up with the pictures this year? And I said, well, what do you mean? And he was like, I mean, you always do a little shoot. And I was like, okay, so you definitely like, you know who I am. Mm-hmm. And he was like, we didn't get no skin this year. I said,
oh, shit.
I said, not every year is a year for that. I said, and I haven't.
Damn, you only did it 1 year though.
I did it for my 40th and I did it for my 45th. And the 40th was my tasteful nudes.
These are cute.
Thank you. And then this was the photographer that you gave me for the event. I used him for that. Yeah, he's really cool. We had a good shoot. But yes, I was just like, wow, the people. I said, when I get my body right, I'm gonna do another skin photo shoot for myself though, because I have a image in my head, a vision that I want to create.
I feel like outside of your birthday, it was something else that we done, or am I just assuming?
Tourism, like a photo? Oh, outside. Oh, I thought you were talking about a photo shoot. I was like, where we were having.
No, like this year, 2025.
Outside of my birthday, did we
do anything? I feel like we did. No, maybe not.
I haven't really seen you. I haven't seen you since my birthday. No, I've seen you. We've seen each other in passing.
Wow. In passing. And has it not been in passing? When did we cross paths?
Where was I coming from? I was coming from...
Where's my calendar?
Was I coming from dinner?
You saw me in... Where the hell was I going?
You were going out.
You know what else we did? Bitch, we went to dinner together. How about that?
Oh my gosh, we did!
I saw you in passing. Bitch.
We did go to... So that was one of... That was one of the... I don't want to call it my New Year's resolution, but one of the things I said I wanted to do more friend dates, and you were the first one.
Friend completely forgot. We had a whole date.
We did have and it was actually, so the chaos behind that. So true to form, I said, Ramont, I want to go, because Ramont and I both like sushi. And so I said, let's do a sushi date. Mm-hmm. I have never been to Nobu.
Me
and
either.
So, yeah, Ramont had not been there. So I was like, oh, this will be perfect. I think we changed plans like 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Because first it was the weather, or was it your schedule that conflicted? I want to say it was your schedule first, then it was the weather, then they canceled. Excuse me, they canceled because they had an event. So the fourth time we actually did make it happen. I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed the food, of course. I will say this for anybody that hasn't been to Nobu and is rushing to get there, I wouldn't rush. It was cute. It wasn't. It was way more expensive than I think it should have been.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I think that for what we got, I mean, even the experience wasn't ooh la la for me. It was just kind of like, okay.
For what we paid, I'd rather just go to a steakhouse, which I said I could.
Yeah.
I go to a steakhouse for this and be, I don't know, feel full, have a little to go, you know, something to eat later. Like when it comes to my sushi, I'm very simple in a sense when it comes to sushi. Like I just need a regular sushi, you know, good sushi spot. As far as I go, we could have went to a hibachi grill that served sushi and I would have been fine.
I think that's a little bit different for me. I don't think I've ever had sushi at a hibachi. I have.
Because they do have like their sushi bar. So like
do.
We could have sat at the sushi bar.
Yeah, they do. I just say every time you say hibachi, it takes me back to that year for my birthday. And I'm just... the mix up. But no,
everybody was shocked that year. The year of surprise,
including me.
He was like, "This ain't it." Like, yes, it is.
This is not where I wanted to go.
I think everybody said, "Like, this can't be it."
But we made it happen. It was good, and everything was good. We had a good time. I did find another. So ironically, I got a message about another sushi spot. So we'll have to do another one. But yes, I had a good time.
Wait, what's the price point?
I haven't looked, to be honest, but I'll look. I didn't think that was a thing.
What?
Like it had to be a. I mean, so I knew Nobu was going to be a little pricey, but I didn't think it was going to.
I'm not used to paying.
I thought it was going to be. I thought the experience was going to be a little bit different. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But I think this one is more cost, like less costly, because it was on. I got it on Nudge. Anyways, so we did that. I enjoyed it. I feel like we came. What is it? We became a little closer.
We did.
Which I appreciate. And I think that that's what's important about, I don't want to say reestablishing, but keeping the friendships, like, I guess fresh and new. It's just like any relationship, right? You have to kind of invest in it for it to grow. And I think that between us, like, we don't get a lot of alone time to just be. If it's typically, this is our alone time, and our conversations are centered around this and or other activities that are work-ish. So we don't have time to really just sit down and talk. So I appreciated that, and like I said, that's my plan for just moving forward, to invest that time, because me and Aaron used to go out a lot. We used to have a lot of friends.
You and Omari too?
Yeah, and me and Omari was every Sunday.
And then that bitch dropped your ass. He dropped you, I'm so sorry. Is it too soon? Okay, I apologize. Like a hot potato.
But we're all coming back around. So, what else has been going on? So I will say before, because I know I would assume you have a few things. I think I have two.
I honestly don't think I do.
Okay, so we talked about spitters, right? Last time.
Spitters?
The spitter. Why did we do this? We did this last time, and it wasn't that. I thought you would, like the Haktui. Not the Haktui. The people that spit in public.
Okay. We talked about that?
Yes, how it's a disgusting. I can't talk tonight, y'all. Today. Just spitting is just nasty to me, right? We talked about that, I think, on the last episode. So to add to that, I will simply say this. Men specifically, when you're at the urinal, we don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at the urinal.
What, them spitting?
Spit, like, that's there.
Oh.
Either in, like, you know, when you're sick and you have all that
I already
phlegm.
know when I go to a public bathroom, like, the smell. You may see
disgusting.
things. It's just like you just got to deal with it. Like, I just got to pee. Let me just deal with this and be done with it.
So I will be honest. I typically will go into the stall because I feel like, but then of course you have the possibility of all the residue. So I don't want to see that either. But I went to the urinal recently after we spoke, and I was just like, of course, it's a big glob of spit on the top of and I'm like, you missed the whole urinal, so it's on top of it now. Disgusting. And then another time I went and it was a big loogie, and I was just like,
I hate gum in random places that it shouldn't be, because it's like, what in your mind told you to stick the gum here? You know what I mean? Like,
I hate gum under the table of, like, if I'm sitting somewhere, typically I'll, reach to pull myself into.
You feel it?
Disgusting. Ugh. That, and then I went to dinner. And I want to shout out all my friends that have been taking me to dinner, like, outside. They were like, oh, I know you didn't want to do anything for your birthday. I'm going to take you to dinner. And I'm like, I'm going to dinners for the year, if that's what we're gonna do. Because everyone's just like, well, whenever you have time. And so I went to dinner at this place. It's an Italian spot called Caruso's Grocery in Southeast. It was pretty good. I mean, it was actually really good. I was impressed. So we're dining, we're having, good conversation and everything. And this homeless guy comes in and he's panhandling at tables. Of course, inappropriate. Shouldn't happen. The manager, I assume that she was the manager, someone that worked there was kind of like behind him asking him to leave, but she was being very kind about it. I appreciated that. The table that he was at was a table of, it was an older white guy and I want to say like a younger white girl.
Okay.
And they just ignored him. So he was like, excuse me. And so at some point, he just moved on. And I was like, I don't want him to stop. But he didn't stop at the people next to us. He stopped at us. And he was like, excuse me, do you guys have any change or anything? And I was like, I don't have anything, I'm sorry. Because I don't typically carry cash. I was like, I don't have anything, I'm sorry. And so he just went on. So he went to the next table. And the next table was, again, an older white gentleman and a younger white lady. And he was like...
Was y'all at an old Lady at a Night restaurant? Because why is this older white man in the younger?
It was
y'all at a Lady at a Night restaurant?
No, it wasn't. I don't think so. It was Crusoe's Grocery. It was cute.
The Lady at a Night restaurant. I mean, they might have good food, but
it didn't give that vibe. But
giving Lady at a Night.
He was like, the guy was like, excuse me, and they just ignored him. And so he tapped the guy like lightly. It wasn't aggressive or anything, but they continually ignored him. And so then the security, I think there's like a food hall or something next to the spot. So he came over. He's like, we just had this conversation. You have to leave or whatever. And they got him out of there. And it all worked out. But what I realized in that moment is I think that people, and I'm not going to say white people because I don't think it's just a white people thing, but in this instance, obviously it was, people that are homeless or asking for help or whatever their situation is, I get it can be annoying. I get that, it can be uncomfortable or whatever. But I think acknowledgement is all that they're looking for. Like, not all that they're looking for money, right?
Right.
But I mean, to just sit there and ignore them, it's just, I just think it's rude, one. And I think that if it's uncomfortable, just saying, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have anything, or no,
because when you said it, he just moved on.
Yes. And I think that that's normal. I think that that's typical for situations that I've been in. And so me and my friend, we were talking about it, and I said, a lot of the times I have to feel compelled to give money. And I also have to have it. Because, again, I don't carry cash.
These niggas is broke.
These niggas is broke. I ain't got it. Because I don't have it.
Could you imagine if he said that to y'all?
Baby, this would be a whole different story. But because there have been times where, and I probably have shared it on here, a guy has asked me for some, and I was like, I don't have any money, but I can get you something to eat. And he was like, no, I don't want that. And I'm like, okay, well, what you want and what I can offer don't align, so I'm moving on. But I think acknowledgement, just acknowledge these people And that kind of smooths things. It keeps things moving versus just... And again, I'm not saying that he was right. I think wrong time, wrong place. You don't come into a restaurant asking for money and things like that. But I just thought... I was just
they let him in.
I mean, somebody did let him in, and he didn't look like he was coming to dine in. You know what I'm saying? So that part too. But I was just like, if they would have just simply been like, excuse me, I'm sorry, or I don't have anything, I think he would have just kept it pushing. And I just would say...
Was the homeless guy white or black?
He was black. And I think that probably had something to do with it too. But maybe not.
With how you felt, or just in general?
In general. I think that people... Again, I'm just be very honest. I think that people see... some white people still see black people as a threat in whatever capacity. And we have the stigma is that we can be aggressive and all of these things. And I think that sometimes homeless people, white, black, or whatever, can be aggressive at times. You know what I mean? Like the time that and I'm never ever a pat myself on the back type of person. So this isn't that moment, but it's just for the story. At work, we put together we did bag lunches for the homeless in DC. We went out and we did the whole thing. And when we came down to nothing, we were like, I'm sorry, we don't have anything else. This man went off. How y'all don't got nothing else? And I was just like, wait a minute. It's not like we took Uber Eats orders and came out here with what you ordered. Like, it was kind of like, I felt bad because we only had so much and we weren't able to feed as many people that came. But at the same time, whoa. And it matters, but it doesn't matter. He had already gotten, because he was one of the first people and was like, can I get one for someone else? And I was just like, okay, sure. Like, maybe you do know somebody, or maybe you just need it for yourself. Be great. Do your thing. But then you come back with all of this aggression. I was like, pack this shit up and let's go. And so that's the fuck we did. We got that. Because I was just like, he seemed very aggressive. So I get it. I understand that. But at the same time, I just think that acknowledgement. I think I just wished in that moment that those other two tables would have just said, I'm so sorry. And I think it would have just kind of smoothed the whole situation and made it. I felt for him a little bit, the man, because it was just like, he's still a person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And to just be like, I'm not going to acknowledge him, I thought that was rude. It was rude, and it's just uncalled for. Come on, devil's advocate.
It's not my battle because I ignore them like when I'm in my car. But I mean, yeah. I mean, would I have said something? I probably would have. Like, no, like I'm fine. But for people that ignored him, I wouldn't have felt any kind of way or judged them. Like, maybe like that's just how they respond to homeless people, in a sense. Like, it's just probably how they just react in general. So it's just, it probably wouldn't have bothered me. I think the only way it would have bothered if they were rude to him. And I think that's it. But just ignoring him.
So you don't think that's rude? Because look at it from this perspective. And again, yeah, I would look at it from the perspective of if someone was coming up and just say, they were like, excuse me, what are you having? Because it looks interesting to me or whatever.
And I ignored them.
You would ignore them?
No, I'm just saying if I ignored them now, that...
Yeah.
Okay. I can see your point there. Because I would consider that rude if someone they probably think I'm rude if they was like, excuse me, what are you having? And I don't say anything to them. I don't acknowledge them at all.
Yeah, I think that my point is, homeless or not, he's a person, and ignoring him, sir, you is not. How do I text you and say I'm recording and you call me right back on FaceTime? I said I'm recording.
They want to see. They're trying to figure out what you record. They say, oh, huh.
I'm going to call you back. I'm recording. Shh, don't say anything. I'll call you back.
Don't say anything.
Okay, bye. Because what? Yeah, I just think that he's a person, and I think that there's just a level of respect for just again, nothing. I'm not saying, oh my God, that anybody needed to do anything. Like I said, I didn't do anything. I didn't have it to give, so
it was just acknowledgement.
Yeah, just simple
just want acknowledgement for
the people.
Got it.
And I think that would, I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't think he was a threat, and especially in the space that, I mean, he's in a restaurant. You know what I mean?
I don't mean anything. There are knives and forks on the table. What?
What? You think the man gonna shank you with a butter knife because you don't have no money?
I'll stab you with a fork.
I feel like that's I mean,
somebody killed somebody with a spoon. Like,
ooh.
I think that there is a story. I'll have to find it.
Oh no. So we do have some. Maybe we should talk about this offline. Because I think, yeah, I speak before I think. See, I'm learning though.
Mm-hmm. You learn how to catch yourself.
Okay, so what? I feel like there's something else I had, but I went to New York.
When?
This past weekend.
Oh, is that where you were?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have fun?
I did. It was a quick.
You went by yourself?
I did.
Just went up and come back?
I went to meet a friend. It was cute.
You drove, train, bus?
I took the bus.
Which one?
The Peter Pan. I don't know why.
You laughed before I did. Did you like know I was going to laugh?
And I don't know why.
I mean, I wasn't until you laughed, so like, okay, I guess we're gonna laugh about it. But
so I would say this: New York is. I've been to New York probably a handful of times. Hands down, this was my favorite. I enjoyed this time the most. It was short. It was quick. We went. We hung out. We had dinner. Walked around the city. It was cool, but. I don't know. I feel like the times that I've been, it was for something, and so it was a little more stressful. Like, one time we went for Marquise's birthday, and it was a lot of... Marquise knew what he wanted to do, but I played your role, kind of, right? Like, I was the head of making the reservations and planning, and it's with people that I don't really know. So that was harder.
Nope, not me.
Well, no, I'm saying with regards to the planning, like the planning that you do, I did that. And so it all ended up working out, but it was just a lot of stress. And the biggest thing that I appreciated, but also was a little bit annoying was I don't like asking for my money back from people that are my friends or people that but like for his friends, I didn't have a problem until I had to do it more than once. Like, had to ask more than once. And so then I didn't want to impose upon him because it was his birthday weekend. I don't want to be like, well, your friend still ain't bringing me my money. You know what I mean? So then I had to handle it one-on-one, which was, I don't think anybody was evading me. I think it was just slipping the mind. Like, we're all having a good time. Nobody's thinking about it. So I was sending reminders. But at the point when we left the trip, and I'm still texting you about brunch that we had 2 days ago. Run me my shit.
Did he run it?
Yes, absolutely.
Did he apologize?
No, there was no apology.
It was just money sent.
It was just like, oh yeah, it probably was my bad. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like I'm so. If I owe you money, it's on my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give Ramont this money. Like, I'm not gonna be like. I don't think that I've ever forgotten that I owed somebody money.
Oh, sure.
So it was just kind of like, and my thing is just, let me know what's going on. Like, one guy, I think that it was to the point, I think it was a week later after we had been back from the trip. And I was like, well, maybe he was waiting on a check. And I'm not being funny, y'all. But I was like, maybe he was waiting on a check. And that's fine. Just say that, though. When I get back, I'm going to run it. Okay, cool. But I don't want, I kept sending like, hey, just a reminder, because I don't know you. So give me my shit. I don't know how we got there. But this was like, and I think it was because it was easy breeze. There was no real like agenda. We just went because he was in town and we just had a good time.
Good.
Yeah, it was cool. New York was cool. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I was trying to think if there was anything else that happened that... The bus ride there was... Because I opted... the options I had was the bus, the train, and I thought about the plane too, and driving. So I knew I didn't want to drive because I didn't want to drive. Like, I didn't want to have to do all that. The train ticket was just as much as a plane ticket, if not more. So I wasn't looking into that. But I did talk... So Omari, of course, takes the train. He was like, if you get it in advance, excuse me, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
What did I say?
And bus. There were bus options.
The bus option was... Oh, the plane, it was expensive.
Where'd you leave from?
Union Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So the bus was... It was cool. It was a good ride. The only thing that I realized I'm kind of I don't know what you would call it, but I don't like to sit with people. I feel like that's anywhere though. Like even on the plane, I really be like hoping that nobody sits right next to me. But I had my little bag and I put it on the aisle. No. The first time headed there, I put myself on the aisle and my bag on the inside. And as the bus was filling up, so it stopped. Union Station is the first stop, and then there's a stop in White Marsh.
Baltimore.
The people in Baltimore, when they got on, and I was just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not scooting over. Don't ask me. Yeah, I wasn't doing it. Because one guy stood over me, and I was just like, it's not going to happen. I don't want to sit next to somebody. It's like a 4-hour ride. I just want to chill out. And so,
but like, I think it's certain buses where you can reserve your seats.
Not this one.
Yeah.
Not the Peter Pan.
I know not the Peter Pan. I think it's Greyhound. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's Greyhound.
I didn't think about Greyhound. That's a train, though.
Amtrak is the train.
Oh, yeah. Greyhound is a bus. I don't know why I didn't think about that one. Peter Pan just appealed to me.
You got on that green bus.
But you know what? So I will say about the Peter Pan experience, when we got there, there was a delay. There was some protesters in town or whatever. That's what I wanted to talk about real quick about that trip. There were some protesters, and so they were delaying the bus. But the lady, the Peter Pan lady, like the person that's over it, she kept giving us updates. Customer service was top tier.
How was protesters delaying? Oh, like y'all getting in?
So no. I'm saying so the Peter Pan bus. There was buses of protesters coming in, so they were in like the way that the buses come into Union Station.
Okay.
There was a delay because they were having to let them off.
Oh, buses.
And it was like buses, and it was like 3 or 4 buses.
Got you.
They were protesting abortion.
Oh, okay, got it.
Which I was going to touch on that, but no. But what is crazy to me,
like for or against it?
Against abortion. Okay. Yeah. So what was crazy was I'm so oblivious to shit. So I'm walking up the stairs, and this man, he was like, "You must be a dancer." And I turned around, and I was like, I said, "A dancer?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You have a great physique." And I was like,
"Come on, physique."
Look, I said, "Okay." I said, "Nope, not a dancer."
These hips don't lie.
I said, "Nope, not a dancer." And he said, he was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, and he was an older guy, but he wasn't a bad looking guy. So then he says,
wait, was this when you were in New York?
No. I was here. I was in DC. I was at, So then he says, "Do you sing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I sing like in the shower. I'm definitely not a singer." He was like, "You have a great voice."
He want to make you an artist like
something. He tried to develop me, right?
And okay, baby.
Grooming is what it felt like. And so then he says to
dancer, me, singer,
he's like, "You have a great voice." I said, "Well, thank you." And he was like, "Where are you headed?" So now stranger danger, right? Because I'm like, give too much information.
The city of lights, baby. I'm going to be a star.
I said, "I'm headed to New York." He was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, I don't know if he said he was from New York or he takes that route a lot or whatever. And mind you, this is my first time taking the bus from Union Station. I left a little early to try to, get my footing to figure out where I was going or whatever. So I was like a good 30 minutes early. So when I realized where I was going, he was like, "Oh, the bus is right there." And he was like, "Do you mind if I get your phone number?" And I was like, No, like decent looking guy. I could tell he was a little bit older. So we exchanged information. I think his name was John, something like that. So we exchanged information, and he was like, so what are you going to do before you get on the bus? I said, I'm probably going to go grab me a tea from Starbucks or whatever. He was like, okay, I can meet you down there. And I was just like, no, I said, I want to kind of get my footing and figure out where the bus, this is right before. And he was like, oh, it's going to be, he was like, but okay, do your thing. And I was like, all right, bet. And so then I found out where the bus was, and I was like, okay, cool. Again, I had like 20, 30 minutes. So I went back down to Starbucks. I bumped into him again going down to Starbucks. And he was like, so you good? And I was like, yeah. He was like, did you want to meet me in the bathroom? I said, I'm not that kind of guy. I said, what is going on? I was the thrown back, friend. I said, what?
John ain't wasting no time.
Tell you this. I said, what? So I'm talking. I'm like, what? It threw me off. And so I said,
you want to meet me?
I said, And he was, whatever I was saying, because I was just kind of like thrown off. So I'm talking. He was like, you're loud. Leave me alone. Because I was like, but you know, when you're in a space, there's a lot of noise around you. So it's not like, I don't know. It was just, it threw me off. And I said, I want to meet in the back?
Not you hit on me, then approach me.
Made me feel beautiful though. I was like, oh,
right. And then when I have sex,
then
like want to have me meet you in the bathroom, then be like, you're loud. Bitch! I'm going to be as loud as I want to be.
I said, get away from me with all of that. So I said,
because John, how many times have you done this?
Clearly it's a thing for you. And I said, So then I get back from...
Did you text him?
Fuck no. Oh, Scar, that was so aggressive. I had to block his number. He called me like 3 times yesterday, or what's today? Yeah, yesterday. And I didn't save the number, but when I went back, because it was... You know how first of all, it was early as fuck. It was 7:55 in the morning.
That's when he called?
This is the other day. Like, I've been back.
Okay.
7:55, 7:58. So the 7:58, I was like, who is this? I knew the number wasn't saved. So I was like, I'm not answering no number I don't know. And then 8:35, get off my phone. Who are you? I said, block. Do not call me. Weird.
Did you at least leave a voicemail?
I don't think so. Would it be? Hold on, let's see. 40. Oh, I put that. No.
Oh, rude.
No.
You could at least left a voicemail.
To say what?
Or text you.
I'm at the bathroom at Union Station.
Like, hey, just say, hey, it's John. Give me a call back whenever you get it. Like, and I could just.
No, he knew what he wanted. He wanted to know if I was back. I'm sure. But.
He said same time, same place.
No. I was just like, what? I didn't know that was a thing. So then
I didn't know they were still doing it.
Look, so you knew about it.
I mean, people doing things in the bathroom isn't new.
The bathroom is so nasty.
Yeah, people doing things in the bathroom, that ain't no new.
Okay, next topic, because that's nasty. I mean, I'm not judging nobody, because I'm not going to yuck your yum. I just think that the space itself is just germy.
They ain't stopped them. The people been doing that.
No, thanks. Do you have anything?
I can't top nothing you done said. I can't top nothing you done said, girl. Nothing. What have I done? Let's see. Your birthday, we went to dinner. I've been bartending a little bit. I've just been chilling. I had brunch with my daughter. Yeah.
Did you guys go somewhere or you guys did brunch at the house?
At his house.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Cook, talk. We was there for a minute.
I love that. I think that that is so important. Like, life is short. It's good to have moments of just togetherness. I'm just such a huge advocate for that. I think that that's a big thing for me this year.
I enjoy like my times like when I don't have to work and I'm just like off and I'm chilling and everything like that. I've been very engaged this football season. I've been to like a lot of parties and like the game has been on.
Oh.
And like I gotta sit here and not I have to, but like I know how to watch football, so it's just been very interesting. I've been at a lot of parties, football themes or whatever the case may be. Bartended one for the lady. It was her birthday, but they all like Commanders, so the theme was Commanders because the game was coming on. During her party, in a sense. And this past Sunday was celebrating Hawa, which is Shayla's best friend's birthday. The Commanders were playing the Eagles, and you probably saw it on my Instagram because I had on green.
So I did see that.
They thought it was. They was like, "Oh, you're an Eagles fan." No, I just got dressed for today. Like, no.
Your stories are making me laugh because you're. I won't say you have dry sense of humor, but you little things like that is just. When you, it's just funny.
Because everybody was like, I can literally hear you saying that. I said, yeah, because that was literally my, like, no, I just got dressed for the day.
I just got dressed. And again, when you post things, you can hear it in your voice, in your facial expression. I can see it.
Because they was like, oh, like, it was people like against me, like the Commanders like against me. Then other people were like for me. I was just like, I just got dressed.
Yeah,
like,
I just
I don't want no problem. Like they said, it was brunch. I thought I got cute. Like
I'm just here to enjoy the festivities.
I was just here to enjoy the festivities. I didn't even think about this damn game. So they was like, well, what team do you have? I was just like, I'm from Baltimore, so Ravens. Like, oh no, like y'all real aggressive. And this was the women.
I think that the women are very
into football, sports. I'm
there for the food.
Definitely, the food was good.
It's
both
always
parties.
Good.
The food was good.
The food is
always there for the food.
Yeah.
Super Bowl coming up. I'm there for.
Is that February?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely going to be there for the food. I think it's the 9th.
Is it like Christmas where you go to different parties? Do you like house hop?
You can. Oh. If you get invited to multiple Super Bowl parties, you can.
Okay.
Like go to one for the first half and. Depending on how far the other one is, or just leave after the halftime show, and then.
Is Kendrick Lamar? Is he okay? Never mind.
You don't know what? You don't know a Kendrick Lamar song?
I know a song. I think
the popular one that was just on.
Sure.
Okay, got it.
But I'm like, everybody's like, oh my god, and I'm just like, I don't know that I'm excited to see it. The halftime show, like I'm just like, okay, I don't know. Like, why didn't Beyonce perform? Like, what she performed for what? It. Oh, for the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But what did she just perform at?
The Ravens and Texans game.
Why? Like, what was big about that game?
It was, I believe, it was the Christmas Day game.
That's why. Okay, because it was Christmas. Got you. Okay. I just was like, it's Kendrick. He's big. Mm-hmm. Because he's the one that had beef with Drake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Look at you.
Did he win the beef?
Yes. A Drake fan to tell you no, but yes, he did.
Okay. Are you a Kendrick fan? No. Or do you prefer one over the other? Oh, okay. So you're very unbiased.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
I knew what was going on.
Yeah, I knew that it was going on. I am so detached from certain things, and I don't know what that has. I don't know. But
I paid attention enough to have conversation if it came up.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I was just like, oh, okay.
Like I never rushed out and bought a Drake album or was excited about a Drake release or anything like that.
I think Drake's a decent rapper, but I mean Kendrick Lamar.
Like I won't pay a Drake album. Like that has never been like I'll play like his hits maybe or listen to like one of his hits, but I'm not just hitting play on a whole Drake.
Yeah.
album.
I feel you on that. Okay. I went to a housewarming party, but we can discuss that. I think that we need to envelop.
Envelop? Did you make that up?
Yes. Okay. Because it's like an envelope, right? I want to envelop it into another topic.
Okay.
Let's just go with it. I like that word. It's not develop. I wasn't trying to say develop. I said envelop. Yeah. Because I thought envelope, and I'm thinking I want to put
I was thinking it started with an I, not the E.
I don't think it's a word in real life, but it means it means that I want to include that in another topic, so it'll come back up.
Got it.
Because that was yeah. So what are we talking about today?
I don't know. Let's figure out. Do we want to talk about our other topic, or you want to save it for another time?
I want to talk about it because
you want to talk about it.
The one that you discussed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that...
All right. So, what, hypothetically, you get... Because it goes back to one of your fears that we discussed before. Hypothetically...
It's still a fear, baby.
Okay. Hypothetically, someone... You wake up to a DM that says...
Are you reading verbatim?
No.
Okay.
No. I was looking at our topic list.
Got you.
You wake up to a DM that says, "Don't ever text my man again." And you're of course you're shocked, like, what is this? And you can't respond because you've also been blocked. So you just read that and that is it. That is it. Like, what is going through your head in that moment?
What? First of all, what? So, okay, because I know a little bit, I'm in the mindset of this ain't even nobody that I'm dealing with or have dealt with.
Okay.
So I think that matters. So that would be my first, because I know that this ain't nobody that I'm dealing with. I'm aware that this individual has a person. What? Mm-hmm. What are we talking about? And then to be blocked, I would be like irritated because don't hit me with an allegation and don't give me the opportunity to protect and defend myself. Mm-hmm. That would be my first thing. And I probably would be on a crusade to figure out how to get in touch so that I can I can like defend my name. 'Cause what?
Mm-hmm. My also like part of like that, another fear would be like, who else did you tell this lie to?
Yes, I didn't even think about that.
It honestly, it just hit me. Like, you gotta think of like, we all got a best friend. And they done told their best friend, yep, I sent that bitch a message and said, don't text my man.
Gathered. I got them together. But you didn't. Because you don't even know what you're talking about.
You're the villain in somebody's story.
And so now, this friend and the best friend. So now the best friend, because if you hit me, look, what happened? If you hit me now, I'm looking for all individuals that are included in this so that I know on site, I know who I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm going to pull up because, again, I'm not the aggressor. I'm a protector. I feel like I react. I'm a reactor. I'm not going to ever initiate no bullshit.
Okay.
But if it steps in I'm definitely playing in it. What's up? So now I know who you are. So now I'm watching you for you to start shit with my friend or to start any type of shit. So I can be like, okay, now we're here. Yeah, no.
It's a lot. Because like you said, like, I don't have a chance to defend myself. Because it's kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because it never happened. That's the bigger piece of it. Because it never happened. So, again, I think that...
I didn't even know that people still did that.
Well... I've had...
like, it's stuff that you like, when you think of, like, stories that people have said, but, like, early 2000s, maybe like the 90s, like, hey Barbara, this is Shirley type of situations. Like,
I would say early 2000s.
Right, you know what I mean? Like when MySpace was going on, Black Planet was going on. You know. I
mean, I had a situation when Facebook.
You know, when it first started, people were sending like,
for sure.
You send out those messages like, don't like. That's what I think of. But in like 2025, like I would have.
This is so I have a.
But also, I'm sorry.
You good?
It did not come from the partners page. It came from the one that you know page. So
exactly. I was just gonna say.
So they logged into that. Well, however, they sent it from the person that you've been
communicating with,
right? And blocked you from.
So I was gonna say again, beginning of Facebook era. Mm-hmm. I had a friend, and we are friends through and through. You people know me that I'm not part of the community that is like, that's my friend, but we also hunch on each other. That is not my That's not my my ministry.
Got it.
So this friend texts me. No. Calls me. So I see the number. I see the name. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hello? First, it's like John, early in the morning. So I'm thinking something might be wrong. Like, what's up? What was da-da-da-da-da? I said, now I got to catch my bearings because this ain't your voice. Excuse me? Why is what? No, what it was. I hate telling stories because now I have to be real transparent. We were just friends. But friend had a crush. Mm-hmm. We'll call it a crush. But it never went anywhere. So we initially, when we first met, probably 5 or 6 years prior to this, we met, we were attracted to each other. Nothing ever went anywhere. So nothing went anywhere. I ended up getting into a relationship. So that just further cemented that we were just friends. Mm-hmm. When that relationship ended, he was in a relationship. And so again, it just timing never worked out. Mm-hmm. And by this time we're just friends and you've been in this relationship. So, but there's always been like a little bit of crush. So there would be, sometimes I would get messages like, I really wish that things would have worked or we could have had a chance. Da, da, da. Okay, girl, you got it. Whatever. And I really wouldn't respond. So this particular night we were out and he had said, we had like a disagreement at the bar, at this club or bar or whatever. And he was like, I want to talk to you, and tried to grab me. Sir, don't grab on me. Like, I don't, friend or foe, do not grab me.
Try to grab you?
Yeah, like grab. I said, we don't do that. Aggressive. Yeah, I said no. And so then the text message after that was like a bunch of apologies and I care about you and da 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 da. I didn't respond to none of it. So I get the call and it's the boyfriend. And he was like, what is going on between y'all? Da 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 da. I said, what's going on between us as far as what? Well, I'm seeing these text messages. I said, did you see my response? You didn't respond. I said, thank you. Talk to your man. I mean, this is my friend, but talk to him, but don't call my phone. From there on, I was not invited to any more events at their home. We were not supposed to be friends. Like I was,
I uninvited you.
But this is my thing. You're mad at me for what? Because all that you saw between us was that particular message for sure was your man's expression of their feelings toward me. When it came to that, I never gave that energy back.
He said that bitch can't come around.
And I said, look.
They still together?
Well, I think so.
Oh.
But we're not, our friendship has definitely
of course.
Died.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely died. And I'm just like.
Do you live here or?
No, in Washington State.
Okay. I mean, you ain't never seen
that. Yeah. So when I do, so the crazy thing is the last time that I went home, I went out. A mutual friend of ours was like, hey, come to this event. And I feel like Washington State and Washington, D.C. are just so different. So I go to this event and I was just like, I want to go home because what is this? But no shade. He texted me. He's like, I heard you were in town and you didn't even say anything. I said, what did you want me to say? What did you want me to say? Well, it would have been cool to see you. I was going to go to the event, but I didn't end up making it. Okay, but we have not spoken. And your partner has a habit of getting in your phone.
Maybe he called you one time and you called it a habit.
No. He texted me after. So after that, I got text messages. Yeah, from his phone. And I was just like.
What was he texting you for?
So I knew it was the boyfriend.
Right.
It was from my friend's phone. And he was just like, I just really need you to stop. Kind of the same thing that we're talking about. Stop texting and da-da-da. And I was like, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. Like this was after the incident. So again, the incident was, oh boy wanted to talk. I did not want to talk because when you're drinking.
Yeah.
I like you. And I don't want to talk about all that because we're friends.
Yeah.
So I'm like, chill out. So we get outside and it's like, I don't want to talk. I'm going home. So I went home.
Apologizes.
He texted me apologizing. I care about you. Da 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 da. Cool. Because I can move on from that. But
I want to know what prompted the guy to go through his phone.
Well, what? But beyond that, you saw what you saw. That's what throws me off. You saw the exchange.
Because he said you didn't respond.
Yeah, I said nothing.
So why are you calling?
So then but even scrolling through the conversation, because of course that's what I did. I was like, well, did I ever say anything that would have led to? Typically when you send, if somebody's sending me something that I'm not, I guess, in agreement with, or I don't share the same feelings, I probably most times don't say anything. Or I'm just like, oh, appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
I don't feel the same way. So I knew there was nothing in there that would have been like, oh, Reese is actually playing this, or there's something going on. Ain't nothing going on, baby. I'm good. Your man, he's a good cook. And he's funny. Like, we have a good time. But I get it. So for a little bit after that, the friend reached out. And we would still, like, bump into each other, or... he would be intense. Sometimes he'd be like, let's go and hang out. Let's go have a drink or whatever. And I'd be like, okay, look. And I will tell anybody, I am not going to be the cause of no issues. But if somebody comes at me wrong, I'm going to defend myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to defend myself if that's words or actions. So don't put me in those situations. And I felt like, and that's when I did feel like he was playing Russian roulette a little bit, because I would be like, well, is your man, what is, oh, he's out of town. And then it did seem kind of like sneaking around, right? It felt like, what am I doing? So I just kind of was like, I pulled back from that. But yeah, he was texting me. He was like, I just really want y'all to stop. Talk to him.
There is no y'all.
I'm never ever like, hey, what's up? Let's hang out. I'm not that person. I wasn't that person with him specifically. Like, we would see each other in different spaces. It was like, I never initiated. So my thing is, why are you mad at me?
Again, right. So with all these think pieces, all these podcasts, all these influencers on social media, that's why I didn't think that anyone in 2025 would ever reach out and or blame the other person without going to their spouse. Because all the think pieces, like, never be mad at the other person. Like, they aren't doing anything. But in these scenarios, you ain't want the person. So it's kind of like, well, what the fuck?
My thing is this, though. Even if my partner or someone that I'm dating was initiating these conversations or whatever, and the person was playing into them, I'm not going to nobody else. I'm not coming to you about some shit that's going on in my house, if you will. You know what I'm saying? In my relationship. I'm going to either, we gonna handle it, or I'm out. Like, and you know me, I'm not gonna deal with a lot of foolishness. So if that's what it is, then I ain't got time. But that's what what makes you think that coming to me, because now, this is how I look at it. If I was a dirty bitch, now I know it gets to you. So what's up? Especially if there's nothing. Now, if there's something going on, I might be like, okay, let me chill out.
But because there ain't nothing going on.
Because there ain't nothing going on, now I want to play. Hey, what's up? Heart in pictures and shit. Like, what's up? Hey, big head. Cute pic. I would even comment on pics of them together. Cute pic.
Wow.
Happy holidays to y'all. Like, because why are you coming to me?
Did I share that post with you? That, like, going through your partner's phone is a felony?
Illegal, yes. Come here.
You got it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It was just funny that came up today, and like we're sitting here having this conversation.
Because who knew that, number one?
Right. It goes against like the wiretap.
Yes. Who knew that? But again, also, if I'm a look, and so are you a go?
I guess you just can't bring it to court. I guess you can't, unless somebody's gonna bring charges against you.
I think that if we get to that point, then
well, yeah, because the case came up because they were divorcing.
Yeah,
and she had the screenshots of the conversations with the other woman, and they was like, that's illegal, that's a felony. So
now what?
They had to stop. They couldn't use that information.
Exactly. But my thing is, my question to you is, have you ever been a go through the phone type of person?
Yeah.
You have? Mm-hmm. Oh, I wouldn't have thought that for you.
Back in the day, I have. I told you the story.
I've
said the story.
I think you did.
It's been a minute, but yeah.
Yeah,
I changed the phone number of the person it was texting. So when they started to text them again, it was like, who is this? What's going on? And then when the person texts them, because the number was no longer saved, his response was, who is this? And
yeah, crazy. That's crazy to me. I've done it. So
the thing is, I didn't text the other person. I went about it a different way.
No. So for me, I think that the time that I did it, because I'm not a big, they say when you look for something, you're going to find it. So that's, I have that mentality. That's
why I'm there. So I already go in, I'm looking for something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that the time that it happened, I stumbled upon it. So it was a situation where we were together.
Oops, how did this get here?
No, we were going somewhere or coming back from somewhere. Mm-hmm. He was passed out and his phone went off. Mm. I'm driving and it was one of the apps, one of the hookup apps. And I was like, what? Because this ain't that. Like, I've never been in a situation where we can have, no. So I'm like, and I don't know how the phone was open because I don't know. I'm scrolling, driving and scrolling. And listening to him snore. And I was just like,
come on, listen for the breathing pattern.
Absolutely. So I'm reading the messages and of course I stayed in it a little bit longer. We had the conversation, but nothing was like, oh, you're hooking up. It was a lot of just conversation. And so that's what he said. I'm just talking to people, but to me, no, we don't get to do that. Like, that's not okay. But I also was on edge because of that afterwards. Like, what else could be going on behind the scenes? What about the numbers that you exchanged potentially from this app into now it's texting and what? I don't like that. It's just too much. So I'm not interested in doing it. And I'm not answering to anything found in my phone because I just don't agree that people should be going through phones. If you, as my partner, if you go through my phone, you're looking for something, and if you find some, regardless, if there's something to find or not, if you think you found something, you're gonna run with that. And nothing that I'm gonna say is going to relieve you of what you feel. So go and be great. Do what you will with that information, because I'm not going to defend it. Like, I've been in phone, like, not even, of course, in a relationship, but just scrolling. And this is what I don't like about iPhones now. If you send me a picture, it automatically adds it to my gallery.
You can take that off.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You have to show me that because I did not know that.
That's how relievable.
because
what kind of pictures you get?
So I'm scrolling and I was like,
like, how did this get here?
Why is this here? Mm-hmm. Is what I thought. And I was just like, because it was sent to me. Mm-hmm. Where was I going with that? Because you just really comforted me with the fact
I did. You don't even know what to do.
I've been scrolling, and I was scrolling, and it was like, well, what is that? And I'm just like, or like, because anybody that really knows me, I don't do news. I'm not sending news. That's just not my ministry again. But I will receive them. I'm open to all of that. Great. Thank you. Appreciate it. But I didn't know that it automatically saved to my gallery. So one day I was scrolling, and again, not anybody that I was with, but was just like, oh. And I was just like, well, we know that's not me. Like, skin tones don't match. So, like, there was like,
when did I take
they
this?
was like, who is that? I was like, nice picture, though. I was like, okay. But
you forgot it was there.
Yeah, I did. And so for that, I'm just like, so I'm going to have to learn how to take that off. But yes, yeah, if you look for something, you're going to find it. But I'm not defending anything in my phone.
Got it.
I just won't. I just don't feel like the need. I don't feel the need. I don't think it's necessary. Because I feel like you should ask me what you want to know. Because there's nothing I have to lie to you about. And I think it also depends on the level of relationship. Because I think if we're like, okay, so being married, do you feel like, and I'm not asking about your personal, just in your thought, like, do you feel like, okay, I'm married now, let me delete all of my fuck shit? Like, so for specifically,
like old messages in a sense?
Messages, pictures, videos, any of that.
Depending on how good I looked in the photo.
But no. Not
of others?
Oh. I mean, I don't think your partner gonna be like, oh, you got pictures of you in here. But yeah, like of other people.
I can say yes.
I don't think that I want like.
I mean, but it would have to be a thought to do so. Like someone would have to prompt me to do so. You know, because if you're married, 9 times out of 10, you've been with this person for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So any other
that's the point.
It's
that's
probably several phones ago. Like
yeah.
Come across the picture, you done found it on like your Dropbox account that you know that you just happen to log into one day. Like, oh shit, like what the fuck is going on? But other than that, you know, those pictures are probably so far gone that, you know what I mean?
True.
So, yeah.
So maybe not, I guess, yeah, that does make a difference because by the time you're married, it's like, okay. But I guess, I don't know. I think that, like, is there a conversation about that? Like,
It probably, that particular conversation, no, because that would happen, like, in the dating stages.
Right.
Anyway, yeah.
But so then it's like, to me,
it's like okay, we're dating, so like we're now gonna be exclusive. So I need you to delete all that other shit out your phone. Prior to me, like whoever you were talking to, their contact, their photos, like now that we've been exclusive, you need to delete all them. You can't have you can't have that information.
I don't know if I would be.
You don't know if you would delete it?
I don't know because why?
Okay.
But so I think
I get the why.
I think there's a level of insecurity that comes with needing, but it also could be a level of respect
or control.
Or control. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to that because my first thought is even if. Because I'm thinking through it. Because I want to be true to... yeah,
it does.
Because I want to be honest with my reaction. But I'm like, part of me is just kind of like, if I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, if that's my choice, then nothing else. But also... yeah, I guess it could be a respect thing. I don't know that I would be like, I want you to delete it. Because I'm never going to go through your phone. So I'm never going to know. Mm-hmm. Now, if some shit pop up, that's a different story.
While you sleep in the car.
I don't know how I got in that phone, but I got
I don't know how, but I got
I don't know how I got in that phone.
The phone was just unlocked. Maybe it didn't have no lock on there.
No, I don't think it was. Maybe
it just didn't have a lock on there.
It couldn't have.
No, all phones had locks on them, you know. But for it to be one of them apps, it had to be like, in a sense, present day, somewhere in the 2000s.
Oh, it definitely was in the 2000s.
Was it an iPhone?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
You probably knew the code.
I don't know.
Was it finger? Because it wouldn't have been Face ID, so it's either been code or fingerprint.
And I didn't like. I'm not. To me, that's a little.
So you probably just knew the code. You.
I might have known the code.
Unless he fell asleep and it was. You know how like your phone would be unlocked and it just be like unlocked. You know, it could have just been unlocked.
But I feel like when it times out, it locks.
Not if it timed out. You know what I mean? Maybe it did not time out.
Because he was asleep for a minute, Freddie. It wasn't like he was like, oh, I went to sleep and I was like, I don't remember, but.
You knew the code. It's just
probably.
You just knew the code. You saw the notification. I
was like, what?
It's just a little 4-digit code.
I probably did. But I'm just not a go through the phone type of person because again, it's too much. It's too much, and I'm not interested in going through all that back and forth. I think that everything done in the dark comes to the light is my belief. So it is what it is. But I do think that it is a level of, like I said, I think it's a level of insecurity if you have to feel like if you feel like you need to do that because. I just, in my head, I'm going to ask what I want. If I think that there's something going on, I'm going to ask the question. Or I'm going to watch behaviors and address those. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never going to be like, let me see your phone. Because no. Because I'm not texting. And again, I'm not texting nobody.
Right. That part.
Nobody.
That part. Hey, Barbara. This is true.
Yeah, delete that shit. I'm gonna be like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I don't know. Yeah, because I just can't fathom again reaching out to anybody on that type of time, and then again having it. I had a woman call my phone about a man. And she was just like, and I was just kind of like, what?
I had a woman call my phone.
She called my phone and she said, and led with, how do you know whatever the man's name was? And I was like, excuse me? Because what? Well, your number is in his phone and y'all be talking. What? First of all, I don't sound like nobody's woman. And this was early 2000s. But I still don't sound like nobody's woman. Didn't sound like nobody's woman then. So you know I'm a man. And again, you may be cool with that. But why are you questioning me? And maybe they think that they're going to get the truth from person versus talking to the partner, because the partner probably ain't. I don't know. But that was like, that's how I found out that he had a whole girlfriend.
But I mean, early 2000s come off of 90s. In the 90s, they was always talking to the other woman. No song in the 90s, early 2000s was about confronting your man. It was always going to the other woman.
I just don't.
And that was everybody's mindset, which is weird. That was everyone did it. Every song, you had to always confront the other woman.
I hate that you're referring to me as the other, and it's because,
well, in
their mind, in their mind, I get it, but no, I don't get it. Because no, I'm just not calling anybody to be like,
you're not, but they were.
That's crazy. What would you do?
I'm not calling nobody. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not calling nobody.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That's crazy. So now what happens when I see you?
Exactly.
Meaning, like, you call me on some goofy, again, specifically because it ain't even that. Now we see each other. Now what? Because there's a certain energy that comes with reaching out. Because you think you somebody that can call me or text me or whatever and tell me what I need to stop doing. So now that we see each other, now what? That's what I'm saying.
Because you could have been an adult and we could have had a conversation.
There is no conversation for me, you and I.
Well.
You know what I'm saying? But if it was, my thing is call me on 3-way. FaceTime me with the both of y'all so we can all talk about this.
Call me on speaker.
Yeah, let's all talk about it.
Call me on speaker.
Let's all talk about it and figure out where we went left and how
actually, let's meet up. Y'all want to go for drinks? let's talk about this. We can sit at the table, baby.
Specifically, if I know I ain't did nothing.
Ain't did shit. We can sit at the table.
We can sit at the table and have an adult.
They got good appetizers here. Y'all want to go?
Separate checks, please. Or maybe when it gets cleared up, somebody like, okay, but I just, yeah, I don't understand what would.
Didn't somebody invite you to dinner and had you fucked up?
Who? Wait.
It wasn't a relationship thing. I was thinking it was more like a friendship thing. And y'all went out to dinner?
Wait, hold on.
This is back in the day. Damn, for how many dinners?
I used to go to dinner for sport. No shit.
No, not dating. No. I think you went thinking like it was going to be like a good friend dinner, but it like the person like flipped the script and like had some things to say.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like. Hold on.
I remember. Hold on. Let me see. Was it him?
We had, I won't say a falling out, but I feel like he tried to check me.
At dinner?
Yeah.
And wasn't it like another mutual friend there as well at the time? They be having my friend fucked up.
They do because
you're so nice.
I think I come across very nice, and then I think that people be like, okay, we're gonna, and I'm just like, no. So for me, in situations like that, I'm going to retreat and be like, okay, I ain't doing that. Because I'm not, if I care about you specifically, if I care about you, I'm not gonna go there with you. Mm-hmm. But if I don't give a fuck, that's a different story. I think I remember that situation, and I think, yeah.
Y'all ain't been the same since.
No. We cool, but it's very touch and go. I thought you were talking about the situation with Think Back.
Oh, he did something?
There was a situation where there was a function, and I went, and their partner tried to check me.
I thought he tried to fight you.
Yes.
At the birthday party.
It was I don't know what kind of party. I can't remember if it was a birthday party. But yes.
It was the birthday party. Ross party, wasn't it? The 80s
No. This was another one. So I went, it was another one. And the party had nothing to do with me, right? I honestly don't even think I was really invited. I think someone was in town and they were staying with said friend. And we had gone to lunch and I was bringing them back. And they was like, oh, this is and I was like, oh, okay. So we're all chilling, having a good time, good vibes. These are people that I hadn't seen in a while, hadn't hung out with or whatever. So we're getting ready. I told you about this. We were in the garage and there was something happened with 2 other people. And I'm trying to diffuse, but I'm leaving too. And the partner said, and you, how did I get in it? Because I don't have nothing to do with this. I don't know. I feel like you want my man.
Absolutely fucking not.
What?
Now I don't want to fight you because you're being disrespectful.
I said, now hold up. Like Aaron said, how I get in it? But he came at me. And I said, now what you're going to do is back the fuck up. Because now you can talk your shit, but do it from over there. Don't do it right here. And I was like, and I want to respect, because this is my friend. I want to respect you and your space. But what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, and again, there is nothing in our conversations that ever alluded to anything more than just a friendship.
Respect one
so how the fuck do you just assume that I want your... I said...
I'm disrespecting this entire house.
I said, and that relationship has never... Like, we're cool, but I keep my distance because it's happened more than once that it's somebody that you're dealing with or dating confronting me on some shit. I don't understand what that is. Because there's not anything to confront me on. You got it, baby.
I know.
You want him? Be great.
Please. That's why I got to fight you because you're being disrespectful.
Have him.
You're being very disrespectful to me.
I don't even want
very
that.
Very rude.
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't brought up some shit now. Okay. So what is the conclusion? Well,
the conclusion is it's illegal to go through your man phone. It's a felony. That's the conclusion. That is our lesson. Because we're adults. We're going to charge that. We are bringing up charges.
Let's go to court.
We're going to court. Bitch, you went through my phone? Call my lawyer.
Look, no, I'm saying this person texted me from this man's phone. I know this isn't him. He went through his phone. I'm going to court. What would that be called, though? Like,
it's a felony charge for wiretap.
Wiretap.
This is a wiretap. Because they consider like wiretap and like any type of communications, and text messages are communications. So that's how they lumped it into that particular law.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
The wiretap law. Because we think it just, you can't wiretap my phone conversation and record it. You know, and I not know. No, when they say communications, email, text messages, DMs, all that.
Why did Apple do that whole thing where you can record conversations now?
I can see it being used in a helpful way, all depending on who you're talking to. Like, let's say my doctor's calling me with some type of instructions or information or whatever that I need to save, or...
I guess we just always go to... For me, I'm just like...
But I think it tells... Like
It does.
You know.
Because I tried it. I was on the phone with somebody and we tried just to see what...
It notified the other person that it was recording? Oh.
I think it's something in the background says this is now being recorded.
Oh.
Yep. The other thing I do
What?
I found out the hard way.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So Instagram, they have the I don't know what they call it, where you can send messages that disappear after they're seen.
Yeah.
Right. So I get a DM And it was a video. So I knew that it was going to be a one-time watch. Mm-hmm. So I screen recorded it so I could watch it more than once.
And then told the person that you recorded it. No, Fred.
But you know me, listen, I'm going to tell y'all. So the person came back and was like, so we're screen recording? I said, I wanted to see it more than once. I wasn't, because now at this point, what do I say? It was an accident? Like, no. So just FYI, y'all, that happens. Needless to say, I don't think I've received anything.
So you're just learning. We're just giving out all the lessons today
because I think it's important. That is very important. It notified, and I was like, "What?" So I will tell you that yes, it does notify, even screenshots. Mm-hmm. If you do a screenshot, it will tell the person
of the private. Yeah.
Yep.
And then
yeah.
I know it because I did it with my best friend Daryl because I think because he has an Android, so he would ask like, "Hey, with the update," he's like, "Let me know if it notifies you if I do this," and like that's how we would figure out if it, if stuff.
Yeah, I should have done that with you first, because then I wouldn't know.
As soon as you saw the time, I said, "No!"
Right? I was like, when I got this so many screen recording, I was like, oh. But I was like, what can I say?
You said, I want to see him more.
It was a cute little video. I said, okay. And so I guess because I knew, that's so much of my business, but
it's okay.
I had seen, other videos. So I was like, okay, these are cool. So I was like, well, I'm going to save this one in my little, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I received anything since.
Probably not. You ruined your chances. Sorry, Fran. Sorry.
Okay.
This is good.
So the questions that I have for you today,
we have questions.
There's always a question. Oh no. No, here we go.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. I was like, where did it go? These are easy. On a first date, when you're go back. When you're dating, getting to know. First date, who pays?
Whoever invited said person out.
Okay.
Whoever planned the date.
Second question, in a line with that. Not necessarily the first date, but you're dating. Do you think it's tacky or inappropriate to have coupons? Like 20% off or $20 off or whatever?
No, because that's equivalent to having a gift card, in my opinion.
Okay, so you wouldn't have...
So, like, if I want a gift card at work for a restaurant that's like $20 or $25 or something like that, I'm like, oh, let's go to dinner here, and I, use the gift card and then pay for the rest. No. What? What? What?
Nothing's wrong with that, but I don't know how I feel. I don't know if
I have a Ruth Chris gift card, and if I'm like, let's go to Ruth Chris and we have dinner, I use that gift card to pay for a portion of the dinner and then pay for the rest. What's the problem?
I don't think that there's a problem, but I don't know. It's just something.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know. Like what? Like it's not. Like you said, it's not a problem. So
I don't think that I would. I don't think I would. I don't know.
Shit. I mean, unless I go by myself, but that'll be about it. But I'm gonna use this gift card. And now, and restaurants don't have coupons like they used to back in the day. So, but if I got this gift card, we using this. I'm gonna be so excited. I got this gift card for this restaurant. We are going. I got some gift cards on my desk to restaurants.
I think
I have a Ruth Chris, I know it's a Texas Roadhouse one over there.
I have over $200 worth of gift cards that I don't know why I never pull them out.
You better use them gift cards. That's free money.
One of them expired. I had to call and get it. They reinstated it because I hadn't used it. That's crazy though. Okay. And A little bit. Miami or Atlanta?
Miami.
Really?
It's warm.
I just really like. I feel like
Atlanta's not a real place.
I was telling people that all weekend.
So
and they were like, "What do you mean?" I'm just
put
like,
me in Miami.
I said Atlanta. To me, when I say Atlanta's not a real place, I just think that there's like everything that goes on there is just like out of this world. Like, what is going on?
Put me in Miami. It's a beach. It's warmer. Yeah. So like,
okay. Who is your favorite Braxton and why?
Tony.
I knew you would say that, but why?
It's Tony Braxton. I mean, I grew up on Tony Braxton. That's all I knew.
Is she? I know she's not your favorite artist, but is she in your top 5? Mm-hmm. Top 5? Mm-hmm. Top 3? I just think she breathes a lot.
Wow.
No shade. She does a lot of breathing. I remember, like, I enjoyed her. I think that she was popular. But every song, I would be like, what is she saying? Like, I couldn't get all the words because it was a lot of breathes. It was a lot of breaths.
She has a song called Breathe.
I'm sure.
It's called Breathe Again.
I'm sure. She breathes a lot. She should do a song called Breathes a Lot.
Is that the last question?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. You answered it. Oh, you didn't say why, because she's Toni Braxton. Okay, great.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite zodiac sign and why?
Let's wrap this shit up. Let's go. You're not about to do this to me. But everybody knows this is Cancer.
Why?
I just had bad experiences with a lot of cancers.
Okay, so I will say this. I think that I attribute signs and things to other things, right? So, like, cancers is equivalent to black people, is equivalent to white people. Like, it's a class of people, right?
Okay.
All of them aren't the same, friend.
They're not.
So, because I won't say my least.
I'm not saying like I go like a person's like, oh, I'm a Cancer. I'm just like stranger danger, stay away from me type of situation.
But when you find out they're a Cancer, it just doesn't really pan out. You have any Cancer friends? Who? Do I know them?
Orlando. Mm-hmm.
Wait, is Orlando the one?
No.
There's one of your friends that.
Oh yes, it is.
That's Orlando?
Yeah.
He had a different name. We're gonna leave it alone. But that's
I just always had like I don't write all of them off because every person is different.
right. Okay.
But
so you do recognize that.
Historically, I've always had issues with a Cancer. So therefore, that's why that's my opinion. But I don't.
That's why that's my opinion, and it ain't changing over here.
It ain't changing over here. I can tell you that right now. It ain't. You already know, man. I met someone Sunday. He was like, "Oh, I'm a Cancer." I said, "Oh, damn." I said, "We were having so much fun." I was like, we were having so much fun until that came up.
I'm trying to think.
I was like, he's probably emotional. Everybody was like, yeah, he emotional. I was like, oh, never mind. Oh.
Yeah, I think for me it's Leos. Not my Leos. I have a hard time with.
I love a Leo.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love Leos.
I think one of my least compatible, like, I think relationship is an Aries, which is crazy because
we have a relationship.
2 of my best friends are Aries, right? You and my other friend Lamar are both Aries, but I did date an Aries, and we see how that turned out.
Yeah, you just can't date us.
Yeah,
we can be friends.
Love it, Leos, and again, I don't dislike. They just are so hard.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Yeah,
but I think that's why we get along. Like, we just see each other.
It's always so interesting every time when I speak about you or when I think about you or everyone has such a opinion about you.
Well, damn.
That it's just so interesting to me because I'm just like, y'all really don't know this man.
No.
Like, it's either what I get when people talk to me about you is you're either hot or cold, right? And it is that, right? But there's a warm middle, of course. But it's so interesting to me when people are just like, oh, he's da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, he's not that. Like,
you should say, well, what did you do to him? That's what did you do to him to make him be that way towards you? What did you do?
I'm going to start asking.
You need to.
You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start taking note of when these conversations come up. I mean, it's few and far between, but every now and then, because again, I can't go anywhere without, where's your friend?
Same.
What? I get it, but I don't get it. And I think I don't do it to people because I don't particularly like it. Because it almost says...
I got to remember that you got a friend that you always hang out with. I have to remember you. So therefore, I'm definitely not going to remember who you be with.
Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of A Little R&R Podcast.
Oh, but when I wanted to wrap it up, we kept on going.
I don't even know you, bitch. So what are we talking about? Yeah, okay, great topic. Great conversation.
Always.
We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, peace out.